Mr. Realty of Abuja here. Today I'm going to show you an estate development located in Apo, right after Apo Mechanic. And the name of this part of Apo, this district, is called Apo Saraji, just after Apo Mechanic. And this estate development I'm about to show you is strategically located. It's strategically located before the newly built African Medical Center of Excellence located in Apo, Abuja. Okay, I'm going to turn my camera. Of course, you already know we are going to do a walking tour. I'm going to show you the walking distance as usual from the express road. I'm standing right beside the express road. You can see my background. From the express road right to where the estate development is located. So these are two landmarks I want you to take note of. This estate development is strategically located at Apo Saraji before the newly constructed African Medical Center of Excellence. I'm planning a tour of that. I'm planning to do a tour of that particular hospital. Then the second landmark I want you to take note of, I'm going to turn my camera to a billboard I'm facing right here. Hold on a bit. So you can see this billboard. This is Federal Ministry of Agriculture, Food Security Staff Housing Estate, Phase 1, Apo, Abuja. So you can see this billboard here. So this estate I'm about to show you, this estate development, is located beside this Federal Ministry of Agriculture, Food Security Staff Housing Estate. When I get there, while taking this walk to the estate, I'll also show you the this particular government estate, right? So you can see my environment. I'm right at the express road, and I'm going to be taking a walk down to where the estate is located. Don't forget two landmarks. The first landmark is right before the newly constructed African Medical of Excellence, all right, and then this Federal Ministry of Agriculture, Food Security Staff Housing Estate. Okay, so these are the two landmarks. So this particular government estate shares a very close proximity to the estate development I'm taking you to, and this estate development is called the Cape. Okay, so let's have beautiful conversation as usual as we take this walk tour to the Cape, Apo, Abuja. So the name of the estate is the Cape. Now, while we are taking this walk, there are two things, or a few things I would love to talk about. The first one is infrastructure fee, right? If you're used to buying estate plots, you would of course by now you should be used to paying infrastructure fee. That's after purchasing. Some estate developers would collect their infrastructure fee at once with the purchase amount of the estate plot you're buying, right? While some of them will tell you to hold on. When the development in the estate has gone far, then you can then pay your infrastructure fee. So some people call it development fee, development levy, whatever it is, but that money or that infrastructure fee is basically used for the amenities, you know, the development within the estate. That is the internal roads, the water systems, and every facility that comes with the estate. Now that said, there's something I want to tell you about this particular development we're walking to, and what I want to tell you is that this place is a serviced plot. Now I'm going to explain. Stay with me. A serviced plot means that after buying into this estate development or buying into this project, you are no longer required to pay the infrastructure fee or the development fee or development levy. That is what we mean by a serviced plot. So buying a service plot is expected that even before you start your building construction, okay, you'll be met with of course, as the name implies, a service plot, you'll be met with, you know, infrastructure on ground in the estate. And when we get there, I'm going to show you some of the, you know, infrastructure that is already coming to this particular development. So you're buying a service plot, right? So after you make your payment, nobody is asking you for any other development fee. So even before you start your construction or start building, okay, you already have you know, well paved roads, you have some amenities here and there, and then you add your own development by starting your construction. Like I said earlier at the beginning of this tour, this estate is located at Apo Saraji, right before the African Medical of Excellence, African Medical Center of Excellence, sorry, and the shares is in the same street, okay, the same street with the Federal Housing Agricultural Estate, Staff Estate. I showed you the billboard at the beginning of this store. So we are very close by to where that federal estate is located, that government estate is located. So I'm going to show you that for a moment. That said, I think I've been able to explain to you what infrastructure fee is used for. I've also been able to explain to you what a service plot is, or the meaning of a service plot. So I've met clients who tell me, oh, Mr. Realty of Abuja, I hope nobody's going to ask me for infrastructure fee after I finish making payment for my plot. Okay, so this is one question you should ask. Are you buying a service plot or a non-service plot, a plot that, you know, after some time you still have to pay your, you know, development levy? Okay, so development levy is usually, or infrastructure fee is usually very flexible, right? It's usually very flexible in the sense that you can pay it at your own pace. They usually have a payment plan. Different developers usually have payment plan, but in a nutshell, you have to complete your development fee or infrastructure fee before you move into your building. Okay, so that's how it is done generally in the city of Abuja. Now, that said, there's one more thing I would love to talk about. You can see the road. Before I move to the next thing I want to talk about, you can look at this road, right? If you look at this road on the video, you'd see that the road was done up to stone base, right? It's just that, you know, we are in raining season, so the rain, it's been raining for a very long time now, for a couple of months. So the rain has, you know, washed off some of the stone base. You could see how the road was from the beginning of the tour. So it is this same developer, okay, the developer of the Cape. The name of this estate is the Cape. They were the ones who paved, you know, opened and paved this road and did it up to this stone base level. Okay, so let's continue our tour. Now, the second thing I would like us to talk about in this video is my name, Mr. Realty of Abuja. I just want to correct something, right? Many of my clients, those who bought properties from me, and most of my prospects, they don't pronounce my name correctly, and I just think it's about time I addressed it, right? Most people call me Mr. Realty of Abuja. I know the spelling looks alike, okay? Realty is spelled R-E-A-L-T-Y, okay? I think it's another name for realtor or something like that. Okay, so my name is Mr. Realty of Abuja, not Mr. Reality of Abuja. So if you're my client, you've bought property from me before, or we've been talking about some of the properties I've showcased over time, you know, you're a prospect and you're intending to buy, intending client and prospect, and you're used to calling me Mr. Reality of Abuja, please take note, my name is not Mr. Reality of Abuja. So my name is Praise, and people choose to call me Mr. Realty of Abuja. Not that people choose to call me anyway. That's what I choose to call myself, and everybody has to get used to it. So we are very close to the estate, the government estate. So I want us to get to that government estate before I start talking about, you know, the building types of this estate. This estate has amazing building types, trust me. So we are going to talk about that in a bit, I think in the next 1 or 2 minutes. So we are approaching the Agriculture Food Security Staff Estate, if I'm not mistaken. The name is quite long, forgive me if that's not what it is. I hope you can see. I'll try to zoom into it so that you can see it from my end. It's an estate. It's a government estate for staff, if I'm not mistaken. We are very close to where the Cape is located. So once we are done looking at this particular estate, I'm just going to show you the estate. There's massive work going on in there. I can see, I don't know if you can see it on the video, but I can see lots of work, you know, going on in this agriculture staff estate. I can see lots of work going on there. So when we finish looking at the estate, or when we are, you know, walking past it, I will talk about the building types, the building prototypes, and the land size, the plot sizes, as well as the price, you know, the plot sizes that are available at the time of making this video. And before I forget, I think today is quite should I say strategic? I don't know what to say, but iconic. About it's a notable day because today is the October 1st. This video was shot on October 1st 2025. Happy Independence to every Nigerian watching this video. I want everybody to be patriotic. Today is Independence Day, so I had to step out to do this side tour. So we are right here at the estate. You can see the billboard. I don't know if you can see it clearly in my camera, but there's work going on in there. Okay, so today is 1st October, like I said. The reason I said today is quite remarkable or notable is because today is 1st October. I'm doing a walking tour and I'm passing, you know, a government project. I don't know if it's a government project, but you know, you can see the billboard, Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security Staff Housing Estate, phase 1. This is actually the phase 1 Abuja. So let me just take a walk right into the estate before I show you the development I want to show you. So this place is the Cape. That's the estate I want to show you. Is like a minute drive from here if you're driving. It's a minute drive from here if you're driving. So you can see. Let me show you the billboard again. I hope you can see it from here. Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security Staff Housing Estate phase 1 Abuja, located in Saraji. No. So sorry, the security guys were, you know, trying to ask some questions. So I'm not going into the estate, but you can see a view of what it looks like. You can see that there are some DPCs going on here, foundation level, as well as block work. Okay, so I'll try to zoom in while editing this video so that you can see, you know, some of the work going in there. So let's continue our tour. Now, this is the point where I want to talk about the house types for this particular estate. Okay, I'll also tell you the average price of, you know, land, you know, plot amount along this corridor, and then we'll also compare it with, you know, the plot price of this particular development I'm showing you. So if you ask me, okay, I would tell you that the location where this estate is located is very strategic. Okay, right before the African Medical Center of Excellence that was just, you know, newly constructed. That landmark alone makes this place expensive. Okay, that landmark alone makes this place, you know, it's just skyrockets the price of estate development along this corridor. So now, what are the available plots as we approach? We are very close to the estate. So what are the available plots? First off, I would like to commend the developer of this particular development, this estate development. Their designs, man, beautiful designs, right? I'll try to see if I can attach some of the designs to this video. If I can't attach it, or whether or not I attach it, I'm going to provide a link in the comment section of this video. That link is going to take you, is going to redirect you straight to, you know, the house types and the designs. You're going to look at it when you go to the comment section of this video. So that said, what I was commending the designs, right? The designs are quite boxy. I forgot to add that. They are boxy designs with sharp edges. Very beautiful, amazing designs this developer have got here. So I'm going to start from the house type with the largest, you know, plot size, down to the smallest. So we are approaching the estate already. You can see some of these flags is also for the estate, indicating, you know, showing you, giving you direction to where the estate is located. Now if you can see this dwarf fence, this small fence right in front of you in this video, that's the fence of the estate. And if you can see that this billboard, yes, it's an empty billboard. There used to be a banner there before, but I think over time there's no banner there, so I think I'm going to complain about this so that they can, you know, fix their banner there. All right, so like I said, today is Independence Day, so there's no engineer on site. There's nobody here. I'm literally the only one here. All right, so let's talk about, before we go into the estate, or while we go into the estate, so I'll show you the little work that has been done there. Let's talk about the house types, right? So we are here. They've not done the estate gate at the moment. I'm not sure exactly where the estate gate is supposed to be located, whether it is from this my standpoint or further inside. If you look inside there, you could see like some containers on site. Okay, so so I'm not sure, but I usually assess the estate from here. So we have the house type called Bespoke, right? Bespoke Series. Now this Bespoke Series is quite iconic, right? It's quite spectacular, because in this estate development, from the layout, okay, from the layout, we have only 31 units of this Bespoke Series, and as the name implies, each unit is unique to its own self. Okay, so there's a sample unit I'm going to show you in this video, or in the link in the comment section, so you can look at that. That is one of 31 of the Bespoke Series. And for this Bespoke Series, you have for Bespoke Series, you have 6-bedroom fully detached duplex. Now before we continue, I don't know if you can see this road. Let me go right into it. There are so many roads that have been paved already in this estate. Like I said, you're buying a service plot, so nobody's coming back to ask you for infrastructure fee or whatnot, or development levy or whatnot. So you can see that this road is an internal road within this estate that has already been paved. Okay, it was not done up to stone based, but you can see that it was paved and cleared. Okay, so let's continue. So the Bespoke Series is starting from around 500 square meter upwards of 1,000 square meter, which means that you can buy 550 square meter. I'm not sure for the Bespoke Series, I'm not sure that the 500 square meter is still available. So you can buy anywhere from 550, 540 something, 560, 564 square meters, because in this estate we're selling per square meter. So every house type has, you know, the amount of square meter it can sit on. So but we're selling per square meter. So before I tell you the price, let me try and show you to the, I hope you can see the estate. Let me try and show you to the, you know, house types. Okay, so for the Bespoke Series, like I said, it starts at 500 square meter up until 1,000 square meters. So I'll try to attach the available plot sizes to this video so you can look at it also. Now the second one I'm going to be talking about is the Lotus Crest, the house type Lotus Crest, which starts from 350 square meter up until about 450 square meter, 400 thereabout, and that one is for 6-bedroom fully detached duplex also. So the difference between Bespoke Series and this Lotus Crest is that the Lotus Crest is the 6-bedroom is on 2 floors, 2 suspended floors. Meanwhile, the Bespoke Series is just on 1 floor, because of course the plot size is larger. Starts from 500 square meter upwards of 1,000 square meter. And don't forget, for the Bespoke Series, we have 31 units of unique, you know, house types. So each house type is unique to its own self. You can't see 2 Bespoke Series in the estate, so everybody has their own design. Now after that, we have Fern. Okay, the Fern house type, which starts from 250 square meter up until I think about 300 square meter, and that's for 5-bedroom semi-detached duplex. Okay, 5-bedroom semi-detached duplex. If I'm not able to attach the design of these house types to the video, I'll definitely provide a link in the comment section where you can click and it will redirect you, or in the description of this video where you can click and it will redirect you to the designs. The designs are quite boxy and have really sharp edges. Okay, so that's that. So looking at this, you decide the square meter you want to go for. Okay, so which means that all I'm trying to say in a nutshell is that someone can buy 550 square meter and do the Bespoke Series. Another person can decide to do the same Bespoke Series, of course another design, on 1000 square meter. I don't know if you understand. So basically the difference is that the person who did on 1000 square meter can accommodate more car park space. For example, I think the 550 square meter should be giving you around, maybe between 4 to 6 car park space. But if you're going for 1000 square meter for the same Bespoke Series, then you have ample parking space and you have a lot of space in your compound to play with. Okay, so this is another paved road. Okay, you can see these roads were paved. The reason why there's no work going on here apart from the public holiday today, which is 1st October, is that the season, the rain. One more thing I want to add: the best time. There's a question clients usually ask: when is the best time for you to the best time for you to inspect a property is this rainy season. So you can look at what the access road looks like, you can look at what the estate looks like and all of that. So because of the rain, we had to pause work, in this particular development. But of course you can see that there was work going on here before the rain started. Okay, these are paved roads for the estate. We've also not talked about the facilities that come with this estate, so we'll get there. So after the Bespoke Series, we have the Lotus Crest, like I said, between 350 to 450 square meter for the same 6-bedroom but on 2 suspended floors. Then we have the Fern from 250 to around 300 square meter, 5-bedroom semi-detached duplex. Then we have the Iris starts from 242 square meter upwards of 450 square meter for 4-bedroom linked detached duplex. You can as well call this terrace duplex, but this is a modern type of terrace duplex. That's why it is called linked. So it means that you don't have to wait for the second person before you start doing your own terrace. Okay, you don't have to wait for the next person beside you. You can always do yours even if your neighbor is not ready. So you can start building yours if your neighbor is not ready. It just has a link between both of them, but it doesn't stop you from doing your construction. So I'm walking through some of the paved roads within the estate. Okay, so after the Fern series, we have the Iris, like I said, for linked detached duplex, and that starts from 242 square meter upwards of 450 square meter. Then we have the last one, which is the smallest plot size, the Pista. The Pista house type starts from 250 square meter. If you want to do, from what I explained now, you should have known that there are 2 types of linked or terrace duplexes, 2 house types. So it's either you're doing the Iris or you're doing the Pista. Okay, so but the Pista usually starts from 250 square meter. Okay, but there are 2 different designs. So if you're buying into this development, you can, okay, let me go this way. If you're buying into this development, you can either choose, and you want to do terrace, you can either choose the Pista design, okay, or you choose the Iris house type. Any of them is very okay for you. So I'll try to, like I said, attach the plot sizes, because in this estate or in this development there are so many plot sizes, so because we're selling per square meter, so you can decide to choose, like I explained, someone who is doing for example the Lotus Crest. Now someone who is doing the Lotus Crest can decide to buy 350 square meter, but if you want more space and you want to do the same Lotus Crest design, you can go for 450 square meter or a little less than that. So like I said, it's going to provide you with more space, so you decide what you want to do with it. I'm also going to, in that link, I'm also going to attach the layout of the estate so you can look at it, as well as attach it to this video. So I think this is like the 3rd paved road in this estate. So if you look here by my left, you have lots of paved, you have another paved road here. I wanted to go through that other one, but I stopped. So apart from the paved road also, you can see the drainage. The drainage we have here is underground drainage system. Okay, so now I'll be talking about I'm done with the house types and land sizes. So now let's talk about some of the facilities or amenities that this development comes with. We have the underground drainage system here. This estate also offers you amenities like a sports complex. You have your clinic. Okay, you have your clinic, you have a natural stream that runs through this estate. If you look at the topography, you know that there is a water body around here, which of course has been taken care of by the developer. So you have a natural stream that flows through this estate. We have a school, we have commercial complex, we have a clinic, we have a rink. A rink is like a skate park for skateboards, people who like to go skating. Then we have a garden, so there will be lots of lush greenery in this estate development. So we have a garden, we have a natural stream, we have sports complex comprising of the basketball, the football, and some other sports that I can't remember at the moment. But this place offers you, exclusive access to, and a seamless living experience. Okay, it's a luxury and expansive. It comes with luxury and expansive green areas. So we are already in yet another paved road. So I'm just going around the estate to show you that most of the roads here have been paved. I think right in front of me over there is a covert. There's a covert. If you look by my right here, you'll see that there's a stream here. Okay, there's a little water body. So I told you that there's a natural stream running through this estate development. If you also look by my far right, you could see some containers there. I think it's around that place that they are building some of the sport complex, if I'm not mistaken. But I won't be able to take you there on foot. We'll just go right back to where we started from. So what is the price looking like? Like I said, we're selling this place per square meter, and the price at the time of making this video is going for 199,000 naira per square meter. Okay, so if you're going for the 250 square meter, for example, you're looking at around I think 40 something million, if I'm not mistaken. But of course, if you're paying outright, if you're making an outright payment, I will negotiate a discount for you. I'm not sure, but if you're making an outright payment, you should be able to get it a little less than that. Now, if you're going for the Bespoke series, the price for the Bespoke plot is different. The price for the Bespoke plot starts from I think 220,000 per square meter. Okay, so like I said, it's a service plot. So once you buy into this estate, nobody is asking you for infrastructure fee anymore. Your infrastructure fee is already taken care of because it is inclusive of the plot price, right? So you can see that I'll do a 360 view here. You can see that development is already ongoing in this place. Okay, look at the covert I was talking about, where the stream is flowing through. So this is a box. It's not a ring covert, it's a box covert that is already done here. I want to try and make sure that this video does not exceed the stipulated time. I want to make it as short as possible, but I have to show you this, right? So this is a box covert we have here for the stream that is flowing within the estate. So if you look at this, you could see that this is the paved road we just came from now, that was done by the developer. So there's a covert connecting that stream that is flowing from that end towards this end, and it keeps flowing that way. Okay, so this place looks like a natural habitat, very beautiful landscaping that was done here by the developer. I can't count the number of paved roads here. There are just so much. So most of the roads have already been paved. Okay, so by the time we are ready for clients to move to site in this place, you'll be moving to site with infrastructure already in place. That's why we have the infrastructure fee excluded, or sorry, included in the plot price. So you pay that and you go to sleep. So where should we go through now? Okay, this place looks like a gully. Let's go up. All right, so you can also see some machines on site. We had to pause work here because of the rain, but now that the rain has stopped, of course work would continue here anytime soon. And trust me, once work starts here again, the prices will go up as usual, because of course development and progress will keep engulfing the estate development. So welcome to the Cape Apo Saraji. So I hope I've been able to show you what this development looks like. It's an expansive one, very beautiful landscape. Like I said, I'm still within the estate, I've not left yet. So I want to walk back to the estate gate where we started from. One more thing I forgot to add: this estate is coming with fiber optic network. So the amenities here is mind-blowing, trust me. The amenities is mind-blowing. So this is another major road within the estate that has already been paved. Okay, it's another major road that has already been paved. So the environment, I think opposite this estate, there's another development going on. I don't know if you can see it on the video. There's another development going on. So like you can see, it was less than, if not that I'm doing like a tour, I'm talking and walking, it's less than 5 minutes walk from the express to where the estate is located. That's on foot. So if you're driving, you know how long it will take you. Whew. So that's that about this development. So there's something I forgot. What is the average price for properties along this corridor? We are looking at between 150,000 naira per square meter, upwards of 200,000. Okay, you could get some places for, you know, as low as maybe 140, but of course you know that those places are completely off plan, or they are quite inside, like you may not like the environment. So for a place like this, I think the price is quite fair, considering the fact that your development fee is also included in the plot amount. So any of the plots you choose to buy, whether you're buying the 242, the 250, the Bespoke Series, any of the house types you're looking at buying into, you know, just do the maths of 199,000 multiplied by your plot size, then you get, you know, the amount. And of course this price is also negotiable, right? It's very negotiable. So if you're paying outright, of course you get a discount off, and the discount is also inclusive of your infrastructure fee. My name is Mr. Realty of Abuja, the best real estate broker in the city of Abuja. If you're looking to buy into this estate, of course reach out to me so we can have a conversation along the lines of taking you for site inspection, and of course gladly I would love to conclude a deal with you, Mr. Realty of Abuja, till I come your way again.